Thank you, Fazan. Good afternoon, everybody, and welcome to Ganesh Housing Corporation Limited earnings call to discuss the Q3 FY22 results. We have on the call with us today Mr. Rajendra Shah, Chief Financial Officer, Mr. Neeraj Kalavatia, Vice President Finance, and Mr. Ravi, Corporate and Financial Advisor. We must remind you that the discussion on today's call may include certain forward-looking statements and must be therefore viewed in conjunction with the risks that the company faces. May I now request Mr. Rajendra Shah to take us through the company's business outlook and financial highlights, subsequent to which we'll open the floor for Q&A. Thank you, and over to you, sir.
Thank you, Rajat. Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. We thank you all for joining us on this call. I would like to start by saying that all of us at Ganesh Housing Corporation hope that you, your friends and your family remain safe and healthy amid the continuing challenges posed due to COVID-19. We also wish everyone happy Uttarayan, which is supposed to be tomorrow. While COVID created setbacks in many areas and many sectors, the real estate sector has benefited from the same. The work from house scenario created fresh demand for sector, and thus structural changes created new opportunity for the established and financially strong players. We feel that this momentum will continue well in the current year also. The sector is also capitalizing on healthy economic outlook. Indian economy is expected to grow in the range of 8 to 9%, which is driving growth in demand for larger and bigger home in major Indian markets. This should naturally push prices upwards. We also feel that pandemic has reaffirmed the idea of community living, as it gives a more fulfilling lifestyle with a sense of safety and belonging. And we expect that demand for such homes will be strong due to the restrictions in mobility because of COVID demand. Because of COVID, demand for residential real estate could be pushed slightly by a month or so, but facts like lower interest rate, supply and delivery will continue to generate a strong interest from buyers, which will continue to tilt scales in favor of higher takeoffs. Coming to our performance during the quarter gone by, on the operational front, we had done a new sales of rupees 662 million during this quarter, which saw a growth of 33% versus quarter 3 of last year. And in terms of booked area, which came from 4 projects, we booked approximately 176,000 square feet, which is 37% higher than same period last year. Additionally, our collections during the quarter remained at rupees 465 million. Also, if I must give you one more parameter, 3% of our sales have come from units which are costing less than 50 lakhs. 84% of our sales have come from units which are costing between 50 to 100 lakhs. And rest of the sales have come from units which are costing more than 100 lakhs for the quarter ending on December 2021. As of December 2021, we have unsold inventory of 185,000 square feet, which is expected to fetch rupees 825 million in current market scenario. Also, ending December 2021, we had unsold completed inventory of 96,000 square feet, which we value at 504 million. I now briefly touch upon our quarter 3 FY22 financial performance. Our revenue increased by 12% on year-on-year basis, and our top line was 761 million versus rupees 678 million same period last year. We maintained a high EBITDA margin of 42.3%. Margins have remained healthy due to various cost-cutting measures that we have adopted across the projects, along with the sales and marketing function which has been digitally optimized. Also, the sale prices in our projects have increased consistently. Profit before tax for quarter 3 FY22 came in at rupees 247 million, which is 25% higher as compared to quarter 2 of FY22. And the PAT was reported at rupees 248 million, which was up by 63% as compared to quarter 2 of FY22. Our debt has further reduced from rupees 4,288 million ending on quarter 3 FY21 to rupees 1,600 million currently. Ongoing and upcoming projects in the key locations of Ahmedabad provide us with the great comfort and visibility of cash flow, which will help us to deleverage further. We have been diligently improving and deleveraging our balance sheet, and over last 2 years, we have reduced our long-term debt by whopping 76%. We currently have a comfortable debt equity ratio of 0.3x. Coming to our future growth prospects and guidance, we continue to have a strong and robust pipeline of projects in which we have 4 residential and 2 commercial projects. These projects are being launched in phased manner, with 2 projects being launched in next 6 to 12 months, 3 projects being launched over next 12 to 24 months, and 1 project being launched within next 24 to 36 months. We continue to target developing about 8 million square feet of infrastructure and special projects like SEZ, township, etc. in next 4 years, with a total sales revenue of rupees approximately 30,000 million. The expected sale price of this project will be between 4,000 rupees a square feet to 5,000 rupees a square feet. With this brief introduction and update, I would like the floor to be opened for questions and answers. Rajat, can you take over, please?
Yes, the operator will take over. Yeah.
Thank you very much. We will now begin the question and answer session. Anyone who wishes to ask a question may press star and 1 on their touchtone telephone. If you wish to remove yourself from the question queue, you may press star and 2. Participants are requested to use handsets while asking a question. Ladies and gentlemen, we will wait for a moment while the question queue assembles. Reminder to the participants, anyone who wishes to ask a question may press star and 1. The first question is from the line of Biplab Debbarma from Antique Stock Broking. Please go ahead.
Good morning, sir. Hope all is well at your end. Sir, my first question is on your on the profile of the customers. And so what percentage of your customers, say in the last, what percentage of your customers currently would have availed home loans out of the total sales you have done in the, say, in last 6 months or 1 year?
Sure. Biplab, what I understand and what I see is we have 2 segments of projects which are ongoing. One is affordable one, wherein ticket size is about 50 lakh rupees for a unit. Other one is in slightly higher segment, so where ticket size is between 70 lakhs to 1 crore. And apart from that, we have one completed project called Maple Tree and Maple Trade Center, where we have unit which is costing roughly about 1.5 to 2 crores. So in these 3 different segments, we have different experiences. Like in project where ticket size is lower, generally people go for housing loan only once they complete major contribution from their side. However, in other 2 projects where ticket size is more than 50 lakhs, the availment of home loan and everything is very, very fast, because there people go for higher tax benefits and all. So our experience has been almost about more than 70-75% of the people have gone for housing loan across all the projects, but where ticket size is lower, people generally wait till the time they exhaust their self contribution, and thereafter they go for housing loan.
Okay, that is. And sir, is there any change in trends? Before say 2-3 years ago, the percentage was different and the behavior was different, or it is this is continuing post COVID, post this low interest rate regime? कुछ change हुआ क्या 2-3 साल में, or is it the same? This has been your experience before also.
No, in fact, attractive interest rate is one of the factors which is driving some of those who were not earlier availing housing loans, where interest rate were in the region of 9 to 10% for mortgage loans. Now interest rate falling to sub 7%, people are tending to go for higher home loans. That has been the trend.
Okay. And the second question is related to, see sir, to be honest, I have to confess, Ahmedabad market, the real estate market we have been following, but we don't have much knowledge. So bear with me. So the second question is, in general, in your projects, based on your experience, so much wealth of experience, which ticket size is the sweetest, just say like in Mumbai, 2 crore, 1.5, 2 crore seems to be the sweet spot for most developers, and in terms of sales. In Bangalore, 70 lakhs to 1.2 crore seems to be the sweet spot. That is what we are told. Similarly, in Pune, 60-70 lakhs. I'm just trying to understand what would be the sweet spots in your projects where you see significant demand, or in general Ahmedabad market. Okay, this is the street. This ticket size we won't call luxurious or affordable. We will call say mid premium or premium projects. The sweet spot.
Understood. See, Rajat, Biplab, first of all, we need to understand rate per square feet is one of the factor which is driving, which will decide what ultimately will be your ticket size. Now, yes. Rate per square feet in Ahmedabad is something which is continuously going up.
Okay.
Because of one, demand which is there. Second, input cost for real estate project has also been going up. Now, still after having some increase in rate per square feet, Ahmedabad rates in majority of the area of real estate are still within reach of affordability, because you will see some of the new growth areas like Vaishno Devi Circle, which is commanding rate of 4,000 to 5,000 rupees a square feet. A year back, same area rate was somewhere around 3,700, 3,800 rupees. So there has been a price increase, but still 5,000 rupees a square feet will give you in ticket size of 60 to 65 lakhs still a decent 2 BHK unit, which is not the case with what you compared Mumbai or Bangalore market. Mumbai or Bangalore market rate per square feet itself is very high. We consider that anything which is costing about 70-75 lakhs is something which is a very sweet spot for Ahmedabad market. Our experience of Malabar 3 is something which is which I would like to share with you. We opened bookings for Malabar 3 project in February, and by the month February 21, by the time we approached May 21, we had almost everything sold out.
Okay, that's great.
Because our ticket size for Malabar 3 was putting into the less than 70-75 lakhs ticket size.
Okay, sir. And sir, thank you. Sir, one final question on this market. Sir, your margin, you have mentioned your margin. So that is quite high for in the markets. What my understanding is, in markets like Bangalore, Pune, and that kind of high margin is unheard of. Barely people are able to make 25%. Whereas Mumbai market margins are quite high, but the volume is not that high. On the market, your margin is high and volume seems to be good. So, sir, I'm just trying to understand, is this the normal that kind of margin making that 40%, 35% go over 40% is the normal margin? Any developers say tomorrow some developer enters Ahmedabad and he started buying land or does JDA and he sees decent traction. Everything rest, everything is remain the same. Would that developer earn that kind of margin, that your margin, or you have something very unique that makes it make that kind of margin, sir?
Thank you, Biplab. Thing is, our business model makes the difference. See, we generally acquire land at nascent stage when the land is away from city center development, and we generally keep patiently waiting till the time that land becomes part of the city's development, so that historically acquired land will see construction cost for any project will not be very much different for different areas. Of course, premium finishes will have different construction costs, but again, difference will not be more than 30 to 40%. However, land cost is something which will create difference in margin. If you have historically acquired land at very reasonable prices, then in terms of margin you can't go wrong. So just to say that we have very strong land banks which are historically acquired, and our land price is meaning land cost is under check, which gives us clear cut advantage above all other developers, which gives us this kind of margin.
I would like to add to that. See, the future outlook and the strategy of the promoters always have been to identify land in the areas where they see potential growth, and that is actually the business acumen, I would say, because they look at areas which have been traditionally growing one after the other, and they start acquiring land in an area which they know in the coming years is definitely going to increase. So that helps them to keep the land cost under check, and when the development has started, the prices, which are obviously market driven, allow this profitability margins to be always high.
Okay. Thank you, sir. All the best. I will come back in the queue.
Thank you, Biplab.
Thank you. Participants, to ask a question, you may press star and 1. The next question is from the line of Darshan Mehta from Ventura Securities. Please go ahead.
Thanks for taking the question. Sir, can you just give us what would be the construction cost per square feet for you? And is the cost different for a residential project vis-a-vis a commercial project?
See, roughly, our observation has been in the mid segment, the average construction cost largely range into 1,200 to 1,400 per square feet.
Okay. And so, is this inclusive of the land cost, or this would be exclusive?
This is exclusive of the land cost, because land cost we track it separately, considering that we have a land bank historically acquired.
Okay, and so at this land bank, so basically I was just trying to analyze this for residential, since we had made a statement that we would be doing close to 3,000 crore of development in next 4 years. So I just wanted to know, what could be the land cost of this, approx number if you have?
See, the exact number we don't have currently on foresight, but most of these, almost entire projects are planned on the land which are already acquired and which are in our fold. So no new land bank has to be acquired for these projects.
And so within this 3,000 crore worth of sales, So how much would be is there a breakup within residential and commercial? Since I think this is from total of six projects, right? 4 residential and 2 commercial, right?
Yeah.
So can you just give a breakup of how much would be from residential and how much would be from commercial?
In terms of what?
As in terms of 3,000 crore worth of sales that you are saying, how much would come from residential and how much would come from commercial?
See, largely it will be 60-40. 60 will be from the residential side and 40% will be from the commercial side.
Okay. Thank you, sir. Thank you.
Thank you. Reminder to the participants, anyone who wishes to ask a question may press star and 1. The next question is from the line of Palak Chopra from Kapoor Capital. Please go ahead.
Hi. Thank you for taking up my questions. So we have 500 acres of freehold land, and with your existing ongoing and potential projects pipeline, not that significant, have we identified any planned projects for the vast vacant land? And also, could you please tell us what would be the combined present value of all the land parcels we own?
Thank you, Palak. We have, in phased manner, as I told you during my opening remarks, we have planned out 6 projects which are going to come up in next 36 months. So that way we are going to utilize a very small portion of 500 acres of land bank that we have. And it will be difficult for us to give you. It will be difficult for us to give you some sort of valuation, because we have not done any market valuation of these land bank what we have with us. However, historical, only just to give you some bit of idea, our historical cost of acquisition of these land is very, very minuscule as compared to current prevailing market rates.
Okay, right. That was very helpful. And so my next question is that
Palak, I can add to what Rajendra just said. Now, in the vast land bank, which is apart from which is going to be utilized and on which all those projects are there is a particular plan which is being it's under actually approvals and all that, and that's the one which you have spoken in the public place a couple of years back, and that is the township project. Now, township project is something which has not yet completely upcoming, not yet approved, let us say, and therefore maybe in the next couple of months or so, once that is final, will be coming up, and that probably will be allowing us to use the land bank which is there in a major way. So I think till that point in time, all these announced projects, or what Rajendra just said, will take up a small portion of the entire land. Now you can go ahead with the next question, please.
Right. Thank you. So my second question is, how are we doing leveraging on digital front for new sales? Could you please give a breakup of what percentage of sales would have happened through this medium?
Sure. See, one of the very strong brand recall and our reputation and our strong loyal customer base is something which is helping us for new sales very, very greatly. Just to give you an idea, whatever sales which has happened recently in last 9 months, almost about 40% of those sales have happened by way of referral from our loyal customer base who have referred to either their friends or families or acquaintances. Now, rest 60% of the sales have come from various advertisements or other activities we have done. In last 9 months, we have taken some innovative steps of not doing any kind of hoardings or print media advertisements. However, we have focused very much on digital platform, and digital platforms. Just to say some of the sources like Facebook or Instagram or some of the real estate portals have given us these kind of leads which have converted into sales. Neeraj, do you want to add?
Yeah, just to add that around, if you say 55% of our sales is happening through our existing reference database only. And roughly 40% of the now sales are happening through the social medium and digital mediums, which consists of many of those platforms and Google and the Facebook, all the leads, and only hardly a 3 to 4% which are actually happening through the median channels only.
Okay, right. Thank you so much. That was all from my side. Thank you.
Thank you. Participants, to ask a question, you may press star and 1. The next question is from the line of Pranav Gala from iWealth Management. Please go ahead.
Hello, am I audible?
Yeah, Pranav, you are.
Yeah. Hi, sir. I hope everything is going well. Thank you for the opportunity, sir. Just wanted to know two things. One is, what are the pre-sales that we are expecting for this?
We have a problem with your audio. There is lot of echo coming. I am not able to hear.
Is it better now, sir?
Yeah, it is much better.
So just wanted to know two things. One is, sir, what is our pre-sales expectations when it comes to this year end? As we have already done 242 crores in the 9 months. What are we expecting for the year?
Actually, it is factor of two things. One is area which is open and available for sale today is very less, because there are only 2 ongoing projects what we have for sale. Malabar 3 and Malabar Exotica. Malabar 3 is virtually completely sold out, and Malabar Exotica is almost about 80% sold. So what we are left with is about 20% of Malabar Exotica for sale, and some office area in Maple Tree and some residential unit, very few residential unit in Maple Tree and Maple Trade Center. So we are not meaning we are expecting good sales from these 2 to 3 projects. However, the project which are on for launching next very recent in very sooner period, there we will expect again a good response from new customers. So which are Malabar Retreat is the new residential project what we are going to come up with. There we will expect handsome booking. We are already getting encouraging inquiries from customers. However, because it is not RERA registered, we can't accept any booking right now.
Right, sir.
That is all that I can say.
Right. So this Malabar Retreat will be the new launch that we are expecting by this current summer, the upcoming summer.
Yeah, no. Next month and a half.
Okay.
Current quarter itself.
Okay, got it. And the other thing is, sir, you were, sir, just clarification, sir, the unsold inventory number that you had given was 83 crores, right?
Yes.
So that was based on what?
So, unsold number of 83 crores which was given actually consists of about 50 crores of inventory which is already completed and so to be sold, and about 30 crores of the inventory lying in Malabar Exotica. Some residential units which are unsold in Malabar Exotica. As I told you, about 20% of the Malabar Exotica units are yet to be sold.
Okay, so we can assume that this 80 crore worth of sales can happen in the coming quarters, excluding the Malabar Retreat.
Yes.
Correct. So that will be just additional sales for us when it comes to Malabar Retreat in the current quarter.
Yes. Yes.
Okay, got it, sir. Okay, sir. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Pranav.
Thank you. Participants, to ask a question, you may press star and 1. The next question is from the line of Biplab Debarma from Antique Stock Broking. Please go ahead.
Thank you again. Sir, I don't know whether I have heard correctly. You said cost of development is 1,400, 1,500 per square feet. Is that, am I right?
It is. I'll just give you better perspective. It is 1,200 to 1,400 rupees per square feet on construction area, and here construction area also includes parking and other amenities and other development. Just to give you some sort of idea, in terms of carpet area of development, this would be roughly about more than 1,800 to 2,000 rupees in this range.
So the sales area that you give us, you mentioned, that is carpet area or construction area? What is the sales area when it's a per square feet? Itna square feet we have sold. What is that?
Yeah, it is sellable area.
So on sellable area, what would be cost of development, sir? Because I want to compare apple to apple. I know the sellable area, this is the rate. Sellable area, this is the cost of development. So that I know, reverse calculation.
That will be sellable area will be almost akin to construction area. So about 1,200 to 1,400, what we have said, will be cost of construction per square feet for residence.
So if that is the case, sir, in many of this, even for the tickets, even for the affordable, is not it very much on the lower side? Normally, any construction cost nowadays, whenever it is 2,200, 2,400, or is it the construction cost very low in Ahmedabad?
No, see, you must be comparing Bangalore and Mumbai construction costs with these construction costs. I would tell you basic difference is cost of approval is different. Secondly, height of building also plays a very marquee role in the total construction cost. Again, construction cost, meaning margins which are enjoyed by your contractor, are something which plays a vital role, because in Mumbai construction is very challenging affair. However, in Ahmedabad it is very simple affair. Meaning getting approval for any real estate project is like cakewalk if any Mumbai developer comes to Ahmedabad.
Okay. So how then this brings another question is how is the process? If the process is that easy, if the approval cost is low and all this thing, how easy or difficult would it be for a new player to enter the Ahmedabad market? Just to give you would know better than I know, but you know that the Mumbai market is very difficult in terms of approval, understanding the nuances, and understanding the customers. Vis-a-vis say Bangalore market. Bangalore market in general is not that difficult to enter. So in that sense, how easy or difficult would be your Ahmedabad market if it's a brand that player, something like say Godrej wants to enter Ahmedabad, or someone.
Godrej is already there in Ahmedabad, but however, just to give you some sort of perspective. See, those developers who are working in Mumbai are used to kind of margins which they enjoy in Mumbai. Of course, margin rupees per square feet margins are okay, but in terms of IRR and in terms of everything else, because of various difficulties and complexities of getting approvals and various factors, their project delivery timeline is very high. As against that, I have been a Mumbaiite. I worked in Mumbai for almost about 20-25 years. So my experience with Mumbai has been In terms of margin, yes, though the projects will give good margin, but risk involved in development and risk involved in terms of meaning kind of timelines which are required for delivery of projects are very high. As against that, you will hardly say any of the Ahmedabad project getting delayed beyond reasonable limits. And any developer who is working in Mumbai, who is used to work at high margin, margins which are decent margins which are available in Ahmedabad might be one of the dampener for them to come to Ahmedabad, though he will have ease of getting approval. So this is one factor. Apart from that, another factor is Gujarat land acquisition and getting title clearance and all those age which we have developed over years may not be some of the areas where Mumbai developer may become expert in Ahmedabad, because he may be there at the start of learning curve as far as title clearance, local title clearance and getting approvals might be concerned. So I personally feel that real estate is lot of localized business. Some of the very large developers who tried to go India, go pan India, they had to come back to again their core areas where they feel a lot of strength.
Okay. And one final question on this thing. If you track the customer profile, can you give us some insight? सर कौन सा इंडस्ट्री से सर्विस वाला है, गवर्नमेंट विद इन द सर्विस प्राइवेट, और which industries, or is traders, small time traders, government jobs holder? What kind of profile, if you have that kind of data or insight, if you could provide us, that would be great, sir.
We have studied our customers' profile, and I would say some of the areas where we are operating presently. First of all, proximity to Gandhinagar is one factor which is driving our sales and demand. So Gandhinagar is known for some of the political activities, some of the government employees, some secretariat of government of Gujarat is there in Gandhinagar. Some of the government employees are client. So some of the very well-known hospitals are in the vicinity. Some of the doctors are our client. Apart from that, some of the affordable housing, residential housing project what we have developed is actually lapped up by some of the customers who are working in some of the private industries at mid management or higher management level. So basically these have been the profile. However, Maple Tree and Maple Trade Center, we have seen lot of traders and businessmen and some of the industrialists occupying some of the flats. So I will say customer profile depends a lot on which area you have your land bank and your project.
Okay.
So if that location is attractive to what kind of customers, accessibility is something which is very, very important in Ahmedabad, and I am proud to say that wherever we have land bank in Ahmedabad, those are one of the most accessible and very, very good locations in Ahmedabad. So which is driving our meaning demand for those locations, and those projects is driving our sales and recoveries.
Thank you, sir. That's all from my side, sir.
Yeah. Thank you, Viplab.
Thank you. Ladies and gentlemen, that was the last question. I would now like to hand the conference over to the management for closing comments.
So thank you guys for showing keen interest in our quarterly on call. Hope to see you on Q4 calls. Thank you so much, and we wish you happy Uttarayan from our side. Thank you.
Thank you. Ladies and gentlemen, on behalf